Hi, I'm Larie, and welcome to your lower body at-home strength workout. What you need today, dumbbells. Whatever you have, grab them. For resistance reference, I have a pair of 30 and 20-pound dumbbells. I will always tell you what weight selection I am using. Just remember, you and I are different, so you may need to go heavier than what I am using in order to feel challenged, or you may need to go lighter than what I am using in order to keep good form. Find a weight selection that feels challenging for you while maintaining good form throughout. You will also need a bench. Now, if you don't have a workout bench, find something else to replace it with. Ottoman, stool, dirty cooler, just something to give you a little bit of elevation. You will also need bands. You need a mini band, medium to heavy resistance will do the trick. It's for lower body. And then you will also need a long band, and you need to wrap your long band around something sturdy. Now, I have two different resistance, medium and medium light-ish, but if you only have one band, that'll do the trick as well. Just make sure it's not too heavy. And if you don't have this band, perform the exact same exercises without this band. You also need a sturdy object to wrap your band around and something to help stabilize with. It doesn't have to be this rack. It can be some sort of post in your house. You just got to find something sturdy so when you pull on it, it's not going to move on you. If you have a door attachments from, say, one of your band sets or your TRX, then you can place that attachment on your band and then in the doorway as well. And lastly, you will need a mat. Definitely recommending some hydration around as well. Here's today's format. We have trisets. The first two exercises of every triset will be unilateral, so meaning left side, then right. The final third exercise of every tricep will be a bilateral exercise, different from the previous two. We have 2 rounds per tricep. The first round, we perform the first 2 exercises for 55 seconds and the final third exercise for 45 seconds. Round 2, we will shave off a little bit of time and perform the first 2 exercises for 45 seconds and the final third exercise for 30 seconds. There are small transition times in between exercises, 10 seconds, and in between each round and each new tricep, we have a 20-second recovery. If needed, you can always recover longer by just hitting that pause button. You can also rest pause during the set, and if needed, drop the weight selection to something lighter mid-set. Just remember, if you do it on one side of the body, please match it on the other side as well. Also do your weaker side first. If you know you have one, I will always be cueing left side first. Our first block is our warm-up block. It is body weight only for the first 2 exercises and then a band for the final third exercise of the tricep. So grab all your things and let's get to work. We begin your warm-up with body weight step-ups to a hinge starting on the left, drive it up, and then hinge from the hips, drive it back up, back down, then repeat. So drive through, quads and glutes, then hinge back, hamstrings and glutes, step down, and then repeat. This begins your workout in 3, 2, and 1. Let's go. Drive it up, grab a hold of your sturdy object if it's available, hinge as far as you can back, drive it up, take it down, repeat. Now, if you don't have that sturdy object, no worries. Just go as far back as you can without bracing onto that sturdy object.
Baby, you get any higher.
Here's our last 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. We take it to the other side next. We'll step up with the right foot, engaging quads and glutes, and then hinging back, engaging hamstrings and glutes. Let's go. Drive it up. Hinge it back, nice and slow. Drive it back up. Take it down. Drive it through, quads and glutes, hinge it back, big stretch in the hamstrings and glutes. Drive it up. Take it down. Repeat. Here's our last 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. Find your mini band, place it above the knees, right around the quads. After you do that, stand it back up, baby mini squat, keep tension on the band throughout. We have banded lateral walks in 3, 2, and 1. Start to take it to the left for 4, 3, 2, 1, and then to the right for 4, 3, 2, 1. By all means, if you have more space, feel free to travel even more. Be sure not to bring those knees together. So keep tension on the band throughout the entire time. This will light your glute medius on fire. Here's our last 3, 2, and recover. Nice work. Take that mini band off. Round 2 is next. We cut the time 45 seconds for the first 2 exercises and then only 30 seconds for the banded lateral walks. I am staying with body weight only, but if you want to, you can always grab 1 dumbbell in that contralateral hand. We go in 3, 2, and 1. Left side first. Drive it up. Glutes and quads. Hinge it back. Glutes and hamstrings. Here's our last 3, 2, and wow, 1. That was getting hard. Okay, other side is next. Shake it out. Woo. Right side in 3, 2, and 1. Let's go. Match it. Our last 3, 2, and 1. Find your band, place it above the knees. We have banded lateral walks. Go a little bit lower in that squat. If you have a heavier band, place that band around your knees, above the knees. We go in 3, 2, and 1. Get down low, walk it to the side for 4, other side for 4. Don't let those knees touch. Keep tension on the band throughout. Here's our last 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. Release the mini band. Next up, we have a dumbbell single leg RDLs to a single leg reverse lunge on the left side. Dumbbell in the contralateral hand, and then you will brace yourself with the ipsilateral hand, the left side. So find something to help brace with. You don't have to. If you don't want to, I like to. We go in 3, 2, and 1. We hinge it back, glutes and hamstrings, and then we lunge it back, glutes and quads. Now, if you can, just try to keep that right foot elevated so we can really keep the tension in the left side. Don't let those hips wobble, so keep the core nice and tight. But if needed, you can always tap the foot in between the reps. Here's our last 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. Other side is next. So use the same exact weight you did. I was using a 20-pound dumbbell. Grab that weight. It's coming in hot. We go in 3, 2, and 1. Hinge it back. Once the hips stop going back, you stop going back, and then lunge it back. So right here, we're hitting the glutes in the lengthened position, hamstrings, and then when we lunge it back, more glutes and quads. Here's our last 3, 2, and 1. Dumbbell down, find your mini band, place it above the knees. We have monster walks. We walk 4 forward, 4 back. Feel free to travel more if you have the space. We go in 3, 2, 1. Keep tension on the band throughout. As you walk forward at an angle, and then walk back at an angle. So you're pushing back 45 degrees when we go back, and about 45 degrees when we go forward. Maintain that iso mini squat. Here's our last 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. Release the band. Round 2 is next, 45 seconds. I'll be going a little bit heavier for this exercise. I'll be using one 30-pound dumbbell. Feel free to stick with the weight that you previously did, but if you felt like you had a little bit more reps in the tank last round, definitely increase. Here we go. Get set. We go in 3, 2, and 1. Left side first. We hinge. We lunge. Now, if you can, slight rotation towards that toe on the ground, and then lunge it back. That slight rotation on the RDL will just engage your glute medius ever so slightly more. It's a beautiful thing.
Ready for this?
Here's our last 3, wow, 2, and 1. Recover. We got to match the other side. Use the same exact weight for this side. Right side, we go in 3, 2, and 1. RDL, hinge it back. Then we lunge, quads and glutes. Here's our last 3, 2, and 1. Dumbbell down, grab your band, place it above your knees. We have monster walks, 4 forward, 4 back. Travel more if you want. We go in 3, 2, and 1. This round, get a little bit lower. Here's our last 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. Release your mini band. Next up, we have a hip thrust. B stance to single leg. We go B stance on the concentric and then single leg on the eccentric, starting with the left side first, so that right leg will elevate on the eccentric. All right, shimmy onto your bench. Place the dumbbell onto your hips. We go in 3, 2, and 1. B stance to drive it up. Right leg comes up, 3, 2, 1 on the eccentric, 80-20. Drive it up, squeeze the glutes. Right leg comes up, 3, 2, 1. Now you can place the dumbbells multiple ways. This way feels good too. Be sure to keep your core tight throughout so the hips don't wobble. We want to keep those hips as level as possible. If you're feeling this mainly in the quads, your feet may be too close to you. If you're feeling it only in the hamstrings, your feet may be too far away from you. If you're feeling it in the back, we may have movement there, or you may be too low or too high on your bench. So you just got to find that sweet spot with your position. Here's our last 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. Recover. Other side is next. Use the same exact weight. For me, 20-pound dumbbell. Get into position. 80-20 to start. We go in 3, 2, and 1. V stance. Squeeze the glutes. Left leg comes up. 3, 2, 1 on the way down. Here's our last 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. Next up, we have dumbbell sumo squats, 1 to 1/4 rep. I will be using 2 20-pound dumbbells, heels and toes out, wide stance. We go in 3, 2, and 1. Let's go. Take it down, 1/4 rep, and then drive it up. This is really going to engage the glutes, the quads, those inner thighs. Here's our last 3, 2, and recover. Nice work. Round 2 is next. If you felt like you could have done a few more reps during round 1, this is the chance to go a little bit heavier. If you need to drop it, that's okay, but let's try it out. 10 seconds we go. I'll be using a 30-pound dumbbell for these hip thrusts, starting on the left side. B stance to single leg. We go in 3, 2, and 1. Let's go. B stance drives it up. Right leg comes up. Single leg on the way down. Here's our last 3, 2, and recover. All right, other side is next. We have got to match. We can't leave lopsided. Get into position. We go in 3, 2, and 1. Right side. B stance drives it up. Left leg comes up. Single leg on the way down. Here's our last 3, 2, and recover. Nice work. Sumo squats are next. Normal tempo, 2 30-pound dumbbells. All right, who's joining me? Let's go in 3, 2, and 1. Normal tempo, rep it out. Here's our last 3, 2, and recover. Nice work. All right, we need our Superband anchored to something right around knee-ish level. We have a banded lunge to a calf raise. So step your left leg into that band right behind the knee, and that's going to provide more tension in the quads on the way up. 1 dumbbell in the right hand. For me, it's a 20-pound dumbbell. You can use 2 if you want. I like 1. We go in 3, 2, and 1. We start with a calf raise. Heel down, drive it up, squeeze against that band. Lunge it down, calf raise, heel down, press against the band on the way up. You can always brace yourself with that left hand. I would like something, but I don't have it right now. And then drive it up. So that band is providing extra tension. When we come up, usually we lose that tension, but we're pressing against the band, engaging the quads there. If you don't have this band, don't worry about it. Perform the exact same exercise without the band, but this just spices it up. Here's our last 3, 2, wow, and 1. Nice work. Switch out real quick. Right leg goes into that Superband. And then grab the dumbbell with the left hand. You can use 2 dumbbells. I'm just using 1. And let's go. Start with the calf raise. Heel down. Drive it up. Press into the band. Take it down. Heel up. Heel down. Wow, I am shaking. Press into the band. The further you walk it away, that's going to provide more tension. If it's too much, you can always walk it in. Here's our last 3, 2, wow, and 1. Nice work. Banded from behind, RDL. So step all the way into the band. Place the band right around the hip. Shimmy that band up if needed. 1 dumbbell in each hand. For me, that's 20-pound dumbbells. And let's go. We hinge from the hips, and then we drive it up, press into the band. So usually we lose tension at the top, but now we have tension at the top because we're driving into that band, really squeezing into it, resisting the resistance from behind. Here's our last 3, 2, and recover. Nice work. All right, for the lunges, I will be maintaining the same dumbbell weight, but I'm going to go with a little heavier band. So I'm going to use that blue band above the orange, and it's going to amp it up a notch. All right, left leg goes first. So left leg forward, right leg back for these static lunges. Grab the dumbbell, and let's go. Start with the calf raise. Heel down, and then press into the band. Wow. All right, the round is shorter. We got this. We only have 35 more seconds. Everything is shaking. Come on, we got this. Here's our last 3, 2, and wow, 1. All right, switch out real quick. Right leg goes in, left leg goes back. Grab the dumbbell. Coming in hot. Start with the calf raise. We go in 3, 2, and 1. Let's go. 45 seconds.
Closer, but I know you're trouble. But I can say that I don't feel.
Here's our last 3, 2, and wow, 1. Banded from behind RDL. Step on in, the whole body through that band. All right, I'll be using 2 30-pound dumbbells this round. It's only 30 seconds. Let's go.
Hard to speak. I'm losing, can't fight it. Got no way to hide it. I'm falling in way too deep. I got something to say to you. I don't know what I feel, what is real. This is the game we play. Do it for the. I got something to say to you. I don't know what I feel, what is real. This is the game we play. Do it for the. I got something to say to you.
Here's our last 3, 2, and wow, 1. All right, next up we have banded donkey kicks. So find your band, anchor your band underneath your right knee. So come to a tabletop position, and then we'll move the left leg, engaging the glute and glute medius. I'll be coming to my forearms, but you can always come to the hands. Left leg goes first. We go in 3, 2, and 1. Let's go. We go straight up, angle back up, and then all the way down. So straight back, take it at an angle back up, straight down, straight up, angle behind the knee, and then back down. It's 1, 2, 3, and 4. Hips stay level, core stays engaged. Here's our last 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. All right, anchor the band underneath the left knee. Right leg will be moving. Come to the forearms or the hands. It's up to you. Keep that low back neutral. We go in 3, 2, and 1. Kick straight back, angle, back up, back down. Straight up, behind the knee, back up, and then back down. Here's our last 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. Find a dumbbell. I'm using a 20-pound dumbbell for these bridges, 1 to 1/4 rep. Leave the band where it is, right above the knees. Place the dumbbell on your hips. Lay down, and let's go. Drive it up, squeeze the glutes, 1/4 the rep down, all the way up, back down. Bring it up, 1 pulse at the top, all the way down. Low back stays neutral. Keep the core tight to help keep that low back nice and neutral. It should all be in the glutes. Make sure your feet are at the appropriate place. It's going to look different for everyone. So if you're feeling it on the hamstrings, walk the feet in. If you're feeling it on the quads, walk the feet out behind that sweet spot. Here's our last 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. All right, I'm going to amp up my band selection. I have one out of the camera, so I'm going to run to it real quick. It's a fabric band, so I will not be anchoring it around my knees, just right above the knees. Less range of motion because this band is super heavy, which is fun. All right, get into position. We go in 3, 2, and 1. We're just going to kick it straight back, pulse, and then down. Pulse, 3, 2, 1, and down. Pulse, 3, 2, 1, and down. Here's our last 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. All right, other side is next. We got to match it. I'll be coming to my forearms. Feel free to come to the hands if that feels better for you. We go in 3, 2, and 1. Let's go. Pulse it up for 3, and then all the way back down. Here's our last 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. All right, band of bridges are next. So flip it around. I'll be using a 30-pound dumbbell, normal tempo, only 30 seconds. We go in 3, 2, and 1. Rep it out. Keep tension on the band throughout. You can also drive into the band more at the top. Next up, we'll hold at the top and pulse in 3, 2, and 1. Just pulse up. Keep tension on the band, but you're pulsing up. So think about squeezing glutes more and more. We hold at the top and abduct into the band in 3, 2, 1. Hold at the top, press out, out. We end with an iso hold. This is it. Last 3, 2, 1. Drive it up, press into the band, squeeze those glutes as hard as you can. Come on, 1 inch higher, squeeze more, drive into the band more. Here's our last 3, 2, 1. We're done. Nice work. Wow. All right, if you can, take your time, but release that band. Glutes are cramping a little bit right now. So we're gonna ease into the stretching. I wanted to pull that leg in, but literally could not. So we're just gonna hang out here for a second. Slow the breath down. And then when you're ready, just take it to a figure 4 spinal twist. Should feel good. You'll feel a nice stretch along the glute medius and glute. Bring it back to center. Now, if we can, drive it in and do a little push-pull action in this figure 4. So inhale, push it in, exhale, push it out. Or pull it in, on the inhale, push that leg out on the exhale. All right, we'll do the other side. Right leg goes over, take it to a spinal twist. Gentle stretch along the glute medius. Now let's take it to a deeper stretch. Pull it in on the inhale, and then on the exhale, push it out with that right elbow. So pull left leg in, push it out, and let's release. Take it all the way up and come into a lunge next. So right leg forward, drive it up and over for 3, 2, 1, and hold. Left arm goes down, left foot goes up. Feel a nice stretch along the psoas. Start to rotate slightly, and then if you want, bring that foot down and start to pulse. Hold here if it feels good to you. Undo the twist, knee comes down. And let's take it to the other side. Left foot comes forward. Right arm goes up and over for 3, 2. Hold on this round. Right arm comes down. Foot comes up. Big stretch along that psoas muscle. Start to rotate if that feels good to you. And just let that hip kind of sway down for 3, 2, 1, and hold. Slowly undo the twist. Very slowly. Come to a seated position. We'll hit those, do a little inner hip work. So start to go up and over towards that back leg. If you can, spin that back hip down towards the mat. Release, other side. Slowly. Right foot forward, left foot back. Opposing arm goes up and over, spin the hip down for 3, 2, and 1. Hold here. And release. Let's get nostalgic. Soles of the feet together. Butterflies. Pulse it for 3, 2. Now hold. Push those knees down towards the ground. Reach the top of the head towards the ceiling. Let's do it again. Butterfly. 3, 2, 1. Hold. Top of the head reaches. Knees drive down. And release. Nice work today. Inhale up. Exhale, open. Once more. Inhale up and exhale, open. Nice work today. As long as you tried your best, that is what matters most. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, do all the things. Your love and support means the world to me. But most importantly, y'all, have an amazing rest of the day. You rock.